Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, folks. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you're at in the world. This is Stamzilla Gorilla. Welcome to the definition of anarchy. This is August 16th, 2020. And it's a Sunday. So, I want to talk about Tim Pool. I want to talk about Tim Pool and how he's perpetuating the left-right paradigm lie. Okay? This dude has millions of followers.
Mama, it's gonna rain.
It's going to rain? Okay, baby. So, this guy has millions of followers across all his platforms. And he is really escalating the push of the left-right paradigm narrative. Okay? He is heavily bought into it, or somebody, he's heavily bought into it, either on his own accord or shillingly. Okay? Don't ask me what shillingly means. I just made it up. So anyway, he is firmly ensconced in the left-right paradigm lie, and he's pushing division amongst the two groups. All right. I have watched many of videos by Tim Pool, and this is why I watch videos from people that I don't agree with, so that I can see what they're pushing out, and it's particularly people with huge followings. Okay. He is pushing the left-right paradigm lie narrative, and every time there's an incident, it's clear to see what side he is on. He is flaring up tensions amongst the right. Okay, he's flaring up tensions amongst the right and the left. Particularly, he's putting his attitude. What are you doing? You gonna illegally merge? Okay, anyway. So, he is apparently and clearly on the right. Okay? He calls himself a fence-sitting milquetoast person. But really what he is, he's leaning more and more toward the right. And he's more in agreement with the right. He doesn't see the fault on both sides. He only sees the fault on one side and says that the other side, they're defending themselves. They're not amping anything up. They're not causing any issues. It's just the left, right? That's how you know he's full of crap. You're supposed to be a centrist, a left-leaning. You call yourself a left-leaning centrist. You like to call yourself a liberal, a true liberal. You like to call yourself the libertarian and all. You're no libertarian. You're no true liberal. If you're a libertarian, you'd be like, look, you wouldn't be pushing this. Oh, we need the government to do this. We need the government to regulate this. We need the government to do this, to regulate that. We need the government to do this, do that, do the third. We need the police to do this. We need the police to do that. If you were a true libertarian, if you people on the right were true freedom lovers, then you wouldn't be doing the BS that Tim Pool is doing. All right? And why am I talking about this right now? Because apparently Antifa.
Well, can I take off my mask?
Yes, you can take off your Macs. So, clearly, apparently there was a clash between Antifa and a MAGA group, all right, across several states. And, you know, I said, let me give this guy, let me see what he's talking about, all right? Let me see what he's talking about. And lo and behold, he pushes this narrative where the Proud Boys and the MAGA this and the MAGA that, they're so innocent. They're not doing anything wrong. If they're shooting at people, it's only because they want to hit someone that's messing with them, right? Even though he don't have the facts yet. He says this video, you don't have the facts yet. You don't know why these guys are shooting in Portland, right? Apparently there's I think the Proud Boys are shooting at people in Portland. Okay, so obviously it's justified that they're shooting at people. You know, they can't be doing anything wrong, right? And I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not saying that they're not shooting at people for a good reason. I'm not saying they're not doing it for self-defense. I'm not saying that Antifa is not provoking them or are provoking them. I don't know. I don't have the facts. I don't believe everything the media tells me. When the mainstream media tell me shit, okay, I believe half of what I see and none of what I hear. All right? Because that's all you're going to get. You're only going to get half the story. You have to be an investigative journalist to find out the real truth. And we know what happens to real investigative journalists these days, right? They get locked up. They become political prisoners. They get murdered. You understand what I'm saying? So, what you really have to do, what you really should be doing when you hear these stories, when you have people like Tim Pool, when you have people like Brandon Tatum and the ABLs and the Ben Shapiro's and people like that are pushing a narrative, and you have to know where they're coming from before they present you the story, right? They're going to tell you, oh, I only deal in facts. But we know that they don't only deal in facts. We know that they're not completely objective. We know that they have a side to pick on. They have chosen the side. You know they've chosen the side before they present the story to you. So when they present the story to you, it's going to be skewed toward their biases. That's just how it is. When you're biased, you suffer from cognitive dissonance. You take what you see and what you hear. You cherry pick and you make it do what you want it to do. This is what I'm talking about. Tim Pool is doing the same thing. He's supposed to be a centrist. He's supposed to be a milk-sitting fence toast or fence-titting milk toast. You know what he calls himself. But it's nonsense. It's BS. He's clearly a Trump supporter. He's been a Trump supporter since he's been talking about, I don't want to vote for Trump. Now he's talking about, it's a game, yo. It's a game. Tim Pool is pushing the left-right paradigm lie. Don't think that he isn't. You see, Antifa, all these groups that suffer from this cult of personality disorder that is choosing one side over the other, choosing one side over the truth, choosing one side over morality. They're the ones who are perpetuating the division. The mainstream media push it out there to cause division. All they do is sow the seeds. The government, they sow the seeds. They have to get you to willingly participate in the left-right paradigm lie so that they can make you feel like you have some say or some voice in what goes on. And in order to distract you from the real enemy, they have to divide you and they have to get you to fight each other. They get you to fight amongst each other. That's the game.
Are we done yet?
No, we're not done yet. Baby, we're almost home.
No, I said, are you down yet?
Am I down yet? Am I down where? Oh, I don't know. So anyway, I got my kid with me. I know. I'm so, oh my God, what a horrible father. I'm driving in the car with my daughter and I'm talking to a phone. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. How could I ever do that? Oh my God. Oh, we're going to die immediately. Anyway, so this is the thing, man. We have to see the forest for the trees, man. We have to take a step back and see everything that's going on around us. Stop looking at shit and start seeing everything. Yes, baby.
No, I almost got the red light, but you didn't.
I did not. Okay, thank you. She tried to say I ran another red light. I don't be running red lights when she says I run red lights. And I'm at a stoplight. I'm at a red light. Yes, listen. My baby's okay. All right, she's okay. She'll survive. All my children survive. They're well taken care of. Ain't that right, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so we have to start taking a step back and seeing everything, looking for the anomalies. That's what I say. That's what I always say. This is what you learn when you're trained in the military to look out for, like, say, ambushes, right? If you want to look out for an ambush, if you're patrolling or if you're marching down a road or down a path or down a trail toward an objective, right? And enemy scouts have picked you up and they say, okay, they're so many clicks away, they're so many mics away, whatever.
No.
You
Take a poop.
have to be ready for that. So what's going to happen is the scouts going to go back to, or the reconnaissance crew or reconnaissance team, whatever, is going to go back to the main contingent, okay? And they're going to say, okay, we got these many people, so many clicks away. They'll probably get here in about 10, 12 mics. All right. Okay, boom. So now they're setting up an ambush. You have to know in your mind, okay, there may have been scouts on our way, especially if we're in enemy territory. They're going to know the terrain. They're going to know the topography. They're going to know the routes much better than you are. So you have to understand that. So as you're doing your thing, as you're marching, you keep your separation. Hey, why are you out of your seatbelt, girl? We're still moving. Stop. Sit down. Sit down. You listen. You got to stop doing that. We're not stopped yet. You can't be hopping out of your seatbelt. Anyway. All right, you can get out, baby. So, so now you're marching toward an objective with your platoon, with your team, with your squad, right? You have you're in a wedge formation, you're in a staggered formation, whatever formation you're in. Everybody has to see the environment. Everybody has to see this. You have to have situational awareness. If you start looking at one item or you start having tunnel vision, then your peripheral is going to be all skewed and you're not going to be able to pick up any anomalies. So when you're walking through a jungle, a desert, a dune, whatever you want to call it, an urban street, you have to be able to see everything so that you can pick out the anomalies, pick out the things that are out of place. Okay? So that's what we have to do when we come across these stories. We have to take a step back. We have to see the entire situation so that we can spot any anomalies. So we can spot the anomalies. So that we say, okay, this doesn't make sense. Let's see what facts we can dig up. Let's wait for the facts to come out. Let's wait for a police report. Let's wait for this. Let's wait for that. Let's see if we can talk to people that were in the area. Let's see if what can we do to get all the information we can to draw a conclusion, as opposed to just taking the first thing that we see in here and running with it, right? Like Tim Pool did with the cats shooting in Portland. Oh, well, if they're shooting at somebody, they must be doing it for the reason, because the people on the right, they wouldn't do that. Oh, no, sir. They wouldn't just shoot at people for no reason, right? They wouldn't do that. They have too much discipline. They're too great. Oh, the people on the right are too polished and they're too prim. They wouldn't do anything like that. But what are you talking about? That is the problem. The perpetuation of the left-right paradigm lie that is causing all this division, perpetuating the division. They sowed the seeds of division. We perpetuate it by picking it up and saying, look at the left, look at the right. Oh, look at the guys on the left. Oh, they're doing this, they're doing that. Look at the people on the right. They're doing this, they're doing that. Meanwhile, you have the puppet masters up here manipulating the strings, making y'all do what they want y'all to do, and you just doing it like some silly ass suckers. So that's why I don't fox with the left-right paradigm. That's why I'm not left or right. That's why I just stick into my truth. I stay in my truth. I stay, objective. I don't get caught up in the cognitive dissonance. I don't have the cult of personality disorder. I'm no one's fanatic. I'm no one's fan, right? Because anybody can get this work if they step out of pocket. I can get the work if I step out of pocket. If I step out of pocket, I expect to be checked and put back in pocket. You understand? So if y'all catch me suffering from cognitive dissonance, being hypocritical, okay, call me out on it. And if I feel like I'm being hypocritical, if I can see it, I'll say, okay, you got me on that one. If I don't, if I see it, if I have a different angle, boom, I'm gonna come with that. No one's perfect. No one's infallible. So what I'm saying is I take steps back and I see everything. That's what we need to start doing. Stop listening to the Tim Pools. Stop listening to the Brandon Tatums. Stop listening to the Don Lemons and the David and the Colberts and all these other people that are placed in position. These people are placed in the position whether they know it or not. Whether they know it or not. Because things might happen for you to where you say, you know what? I must be doing the right thing. Let me keep this moving. They just played you, right? They might exponentialize your growth. You might go from 400,000 subscribers because you did something that went viral, and it plays right into the left paradigm lie, left paradigm lie. And so they escalate you. They exponentialize your growth. I don't know if exponentialize is a word, but they add new words to the dictionary every day. So let's put exponentialize all up in that. So anyway, so they exponentialize your growth. They put you from 400,000 subscribers to 1 million subscribers, because guess why? You are perpetuating the left-right paradigm. And the people that don't do it, the people that say, you know what? I'm going to look at this objectively. I'm not going to pick a side. I'm going to pick the side of truth. They might take 30,000 subscribers from them, while the other person gets 500,000 subscribers. And now they're encouraged. They're like, oh man, I got this shit popping. So I'm going to keep doing what I do. And I'm going to do it every time I do it, it's going to be that way. I'm going to be subjective. I'm going to be biased, because that's what works. That's what gets me elevated to the point where I'm at. Me, hey, y'all know me. If somebody steps out of pocket, I'll make a video about it, and then I'll say what I have to say. And and it's not popular. I don't sit up here and spit popular shit. So I'll get attacked by the left and by the right, depending on what I'm talking about. Right? I'll get attacked from both sides. I don't give a hot damn. I'm gonna stay in my truth, and I'm gonna push the truth, and I'm gonna speak the truth, and I'm gonna do it objectively, as objective as possible. And people don't like that. People don't like you going after their favorite person. People don't like you going after their favorite group, when really you're not going after them. You're just trying to shed light on some BS. You're trying to shed light on what may be some shit that don't make no sense. So that's what I do. And that's how I get down. And it is what it is. So anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What do y'all think? Do you guys think Tim Pool is perpetuating the left-right paradigm lie? Is he firmly ensconced in that? Is he spreading that around? Like, how do y'all see it? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Much love to you guys. Peace out. Much love to you. And I'll let y'all another day.